So, welcome to the second match of the day here in the Estonian Premier League Division 1. We have the Tallinn Strikers playing Tallinn United, and the Strikers won the toss and elected to bat. I am joined by Lena.
Hello, everyone. I am back.
So, it will be Nand to bowl the first over.
Yeah.
All of them have already played a game today, so there'll be some tired bodies in the United team, and Strikers will be looking to take advantage. And it's a full one for Nand. It's through the field.
And it goes for a 4.
And a good start from Habib. A little bit too full there from Nand. And he's bowling from the other end. He bowled from the Stockholm end this morning, and now he's bowling from the Kiev end, so the wind will take the ball into the batter from this end.
I didn't know that the ends are named this way.
So we've got Stockholm and Kiev. I'm not sure how accurate that is.
I don't really think it is. I think Stockholm is actually
it
towards Prisma.
Should be Helsinki, but Travis named them.
All right.
And down the leg side by Nand, that's a wide.
Not very good at geography then.
Well, I mean, the pitches are supposed to run north and south as well, and they don't do that, so we can't have everything.
True.
We do our best, and
that's what we always do.
Is the Stockholm end from now on.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Another full one, inside edge from Habib, and comes through for a single, and so Hill decides to chuck it at the stumps for no reason, and decided he wasn't getting anywhere near it. No overthrows. So how was your match this morning, Lena?
It was very good. We won the toss and bowled first. A very strategic move from Sirli, because it was less windy in the morning.
Yep.
We managed to bowl them all out. Vicky got 4 wickets.
Oh.
Quite a lot of LBWs for us.
Okay, so she was bowling straight.
Yep.
It's always a good sign.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Full toss from Nand. Ali hits that over the top, but there's a man out here. Romeo picks it up and throws it in, and they get a single.
Yeah, and we bowled them all out. I think it was 8 overs or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went into bat. Vicky was quite quickly on the second over. It was caught by Svetla.
Wide from Nand there.
It was a very good catch from Svetla. She was quite surprised that she caught it. She was just like surprised. Wow. Yeah, and then I don't know. I stayed in for quite some time. I was surprised by that.
Full from Nand Habib. Oh, it's a fantastic one-handed catch, but it was a free hit. Great work there from Yash. He's been catching everything the last couple of weeks. So, big swing from Habib, but did not connect with it. And an excellent catch, but it was a free hit, so they just get the 1 run.
Yeah, and then I got caught by Laima.
Through the offside there from Ali, and they get back for 2.
Yeah, I got caught by Laima. We needed just 1 run to win, and I was thinking...
You went for glory.
Oh, just smash it.
I did the same thing last year in Montenegro and left you to score the winning runs.
Thank you. So I left these ones to Ragnar, so she got the final run that we needed.
Oh, full. That's up. Very high, straight down the ground, and 1 bounce, 4 runs. So the Strikers 17 off the first over, making a good start here and just continuing from where they've left off the last 2 matches. They've chased totals down in the 10th and 11th overs.
Wow.
Yes, they are hitting their form at the right time, the Strikers. Unfortunately lost the game against Stallions earlier in the season, so that puts them Means they need to beat Stallions win their second game, but they're doing everything they can to lift their net run rate. So if they're on the same amount of points at the end of the season, they will win the title.
Yeah.
So the women's match was unofficial, right?
It was official.
It was official, but did Sarama forfeit or not?
Nope.
No. Okay.
We had unfortunately one girl short.
Mm-hmm.
We found out this morning here at Tiskre, and yeah, but we managed to.
You found an extra person somewhere lying around?
Absolutely,
okay.
absolutely.
Good to know. So
recruited them for some time, and yeah, we had 8 players.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
not that it mattered, as she'd already won the title.
I was talking with Terry afterwards. Now we had to postpone the last game that we had today.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be last weekend. We postponed it because there were quite a lot of injuries.
Yes, for the Penguins.
Yeah, so we actually wanted to have a game, not have them to forfeit because they can't play. So we postponed it, and but I was talking.
Didn't work for you.
No.
Where did all your players go this week?
I mean, everywhere.
Morley beats the outside edge, so
everyone had very valid excuses, but
of course.
But I was talking with Terry that if we wouldn't been able to have 8 players, then the forfeit would have gone to a Penguins still, because the original game was supposed to be last weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
So moving into T20s for the ladies, hopefully.
Actually, we're not sure how's it gonna go.
Wide from Morley. Yeah, we need a few more players. We both teams.
And there was a bit of a scheduling issue as well, since the T10 was postponed to this weekend. So Terry.
Well, there's only 2 teams.
He's going to keep us updated.
There's only 2 teams, so there can't be that much of a scheduling issue. You're both playing every week, so however many weeks we can get the league going for, then we will.
Yeah.
Only needs to be 4 matches to constitute a league, so but I'm sure we'll get more than that in.
Yeah.
Morley beats the outside edge again.
We'll see. We'll have a bit of a discussion among the ladies. See how we're planning to continue, whether T10 or T20 or how we're gonna go. We'll see.
So you've got some matches against Finland coming up in July as well.
Yeah, 16th of July. The Finnish ladies are coming over here. Finally.
They have threatened to do it for some time, but never actually managed to do it.
Yeah. Terry, I think he did some really good convincing. So yeah, so we'll have a match on 16th of July. I think that's a T20 match.
I'm sure you're organising it, so you guys need to work out what it is.
Because all of you are leaving Estonia.
Well, I'm in Montenegro and Terry's going to be in South Africa at the ICC conference, so the ladies will be organising themselves for this weekend with Finland, which is good practice for you.
Yeah.
As another swing and a miss from Habib, so Morley's brought this back very nicely after a flurry of runs in the first over. Using this breeze to just get that outswing going away from the bat, and Habib hasn't managed to get the bat on it yet. Short one, and again he misses. Big appeal, and not out, says Tim Cross. So close one, but a good over from Morley, just the one wide from it.
Yeah.
And that's just what United needed after the first over went for 15. Or do we have one ball left? We have one ball left. But excellent to see the women's leagues going along, and hopefully we can recruit a few more ladies and maybe work our way towards a third team.
Yeah, we'll see. It's...
A bib gets onto that. It's over the top. Yash is chasing it. I can't tell whether he's going to get to it or not.
he got to it.
So they get 2. So 3 off the over from Murali. And 18 off 2 overs.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get some more ladies down. Hopefully.
Well, Merritt has been working on a few in the Defence Force, I think.
Yeah.
So
She's actually there this weekend as well.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting somewhere in the forest. She did send us a couple of pictures from hammers or stuff like that, saying like this is what we're using as bats and so on.
Oh, so they're playing cricket. Good.
Yeah,
good,
she's forcing.
Yeah, excellent. We have a sportsbet.io's birthday party coming up this Friday. We'll have a cricket tournament with their employees out here, so we'll try to recruit some people from that as well.
Absolutely. The more the merrier.
I think they had about 1,000 people signed up for it, so could definitely get some players out of that, hopefully. Of course, our major sponsor.
Absolutely.
And back in, Ali plays across, but that one's going down leg, and 1 leg by. Bib back on strike. He was pretty brutal in the first over. See what Nan can do in his second over. Short, and Habib can't get anything on it. So United have really tightened it up here after that first over. Big task taking on the Tallinn strikers, who are full of talent and fitness and enthusiasm, and most of the other teams are full of a lot less of that. Mainly the age and enthusiasm. And a short one, he's got underneath it. That's going to go all the way
for a 6.
6 runs, just too short from Nand. And Habib makes him pay.
It is very nice to see their enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
It's great, and it's amazing as well that they have put out one ladies team from their club.
That was Stallions.
Stallions,
not Strikers.
Oh, sorry, Stallions. I am not thinking.
Strikers have 2 teams though. They have a second division team as well.
Yeah.
So they've gone out and recruited a lot of new players this year, so they've definitely been very enthusiastic with that, but not involved in the women's competition yet. Maybe we can get them to have a team. Yeah. Full toss from Nand. It's going to be a wide. Keeper can't get it, and they will get back for 2. So 3 wides. Nand struggling here after the 6, trying something different. Didn't work. Any 6s in the women's competition yet?
No.
No?
But we had, I had 2 4s today.
Good job.
And I didn't manage to play last time. The very first game that we had, then Penguins were smashing 4s as well.
They certainly were. Yeah. I thought Chamali might get a 6 that day, but she didn't quite manage it.
Yeah. A bit short. But
wide again from Nand.
No 6s in the ladies' competition, but we still have a bit of room to improve.
Yeah, absolutely. The vast majority of the girls have been playing for about a year.
Yeah.
So always improving, always learning.
Yeah, it's very nice to see. And I really like that during these ladies' games, Ragnar is always supporting both teams, giving tips to the batsmen and cheering on for Saaremaa. So it's a very nice thing to see that.
Giving tips to the bats.
I mean, we had one girl today from the Penguins. I think she hadn't played before that much. So Ragnar was, showing her the basics. Stand here, step there, da 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 da. So it's like it's very nice to play that when you have so supportive players on both sides.
Full and a big swing from Habib and misses and a dot ball. So another good over for the strikers there. Takes them to 31 off 3. Habib 15 off 14. Ali 8 off 5. And a couple of wides there from Nand. Really, again, will need to be tight here. And I think Nand might have a rest after that one. Strikers are a team you have to take any chances they offer. So United need to be ready for a catch or a run out. If you give these guys chances, they make you pay. Very much looking forward to seeing them in the national team playing Sweden and Germany in a couple of weeks in some T10 matches.
Where are you going to?
Gothenburg.
Nice.
About 7 minutes from the Arlanda airport there. Stockholm.
So you can.
Stockholm.
No.
Arlanda?
Arlanda, Stockholm.
Stockholm, not Gothenburg. Yes.
I was thinking Gothenburg.
Yes,
That's on the other side of Sweden.
Other side of Sweden. Stockholm. Yes, 7 minutes from the airport.
Nice. So you can do plane spotting at the same time.
Absolutely. You can do us a flyby.
I'll make sure to wave.
Nice from Murali, getting that away swing again. I think Ali wanted a wide, but not given by Owen.
Is that going to be a Nordic Cup?
No, it's the European Cricket Network, and it's called an ECIT10.
Okay.
So it's what they usually do is they'll have a week-long tournament with the domestic teams in a country, and then they'll fly into national teams to play the weekend against the national team. So you get Saturday and Sunday. Everyone plays 6 games, so a lot of cricket in those 2 days.
Good.
And they'll usually put that weekend in between 2 week-long tournaments of domestic stuff.
Okay. And when was it again?
It is in the 17th and 18th, I think,
July?
of June.
June?
Yeah, 2 weeks away.
2 weeks.
Ali can't get Murali away again. Doing a good job for his team here, Murali, keeping it nice and tight and making up for the runs being scored at the other end. Cut away, lovely shot through the gap and 4 runs. So a little bit short there from Murali. And Ali's made him pay with a lovely 4. Yes, it's going to be an interesting weekend of domestic cricket when the 15 best players are all off in Sweden. Give a good opportunity for some of the other players to get an opportunity. Hippos be without 4 players. Stallions 5, I think. Strikers will be without 5. So a good opportunity for the other players in those clubs to step up.
Absolutely. Do you know from the top of your head as well who are playing that weekend?
We are playing Stallions. So two teams that lost a lot of players, so that should be a good game.
Absolutely.
Stallions, of course, have a second team, the Bulls, in the second division, so plenty of players to choose from there.
Mm-hmm.
And the Hippos will be calling all the favours, I think, to get 11 out on the pitch. Maybe you'll get a game, Lena.
We'll see. I mean, maybe we would have been able to use you today.
Well, that's unfortunately the problem is You can go. The women can play in the men's, but they don't let the men play in the women's. It's a bit unfair, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, or maybe Vicky.
Vicky's played. She's taken 5 wickets, I think, in men's cricket.
Ladies' club.
Yeah. She first started when she was 13, I think. Played her first game for the Hippos and took a wicket.
That's nice.
So, yes, she certainly has the ability.
Yeah, I think I played for the men's team back when we were still at Hippodrome.
Yes, I was going through the stats last week and saw you and Anna-Marie and Milvi all played some men's games back in the day. Short from Anurag, and Habib has got inside it. Now, there was an appeal from the keeper, but seems like no touch. And Crossy tells them all to stop complaining and play cricket. Well, you played in Montenegro last year as well with the Hippos.
Yeah.
That's another wide there from Anurag.
Yeah, we played. Very much looking forward to the
Croatia later
not
in the year.
Cyprus.
Yep. Not Cyprus, that's correct. Yeah, so we have a national tournament in Spain on the 2nd of October, and then we'll join you in Croatia, I think, on the 6th, as Habib just guides that past the backward square leg for 4. Good shot. Anurag needs to fix up his line here, just straying down the leg side, then outside the off, and then back down the leg. So needs to get it a bit straighter. Yes, I'd imagine there'll be some very tired men's national team players looking to sit back and have a drink while you ladies play some cricket.
No. No.
And then you can join us for a drink after you're finished.
I mean, when we played in Montenegro, then there were quite a few ducks, if I remember.
Yeah.
So
we did talk yesterday on the stream about purchasing a duck suit.
Yeah, I think that might come in handy.
Drive from Habib, just an outside edge for a single. Ragnar then decided she was going to wear it while she was keeping, so we're going to get it padded.
Yeah.
Because she said if she has to keep to the men again, she needs full body padding. So
absolutely.
So we'll pad out the duck suit and she can keep in that.
Good. Yeah, so that's going to be in October, right?
Yes. Cut away by Ali. They're running the first one hard and they are coming back for the second, and they get there.
Yeah, but then in October it's not going to be as hot, I guess, so...
Well,
but it's Croatia still.
We'll hope. It was, all you Estonians are complaining about how cold it was in Montenegro last year when it was, I thought, quite pleasant, but...
I was not complaining.
Sorry. I'm lumping you in with Ragnar and Jannica there, but...
I mean, on the last night, it was raining, so that sort of ruined the mood there for one night. But
another wide from Anurag.
But that's about it. I enjoyed it a lot. I had a very good time there. And
you also met a cricketer in Germany on your way through, didn't you?
That was actually, yeah, we went through, so we came from Croatia, so we had to go through passport control, and then we had to go through security again, and me and Ragnar, we had some liquids in the bag, and our bags were sort of picked out, and then the security guy who was doing the screening for the bags, he was like, "Oh, cricket! You play cricket?" And we're like, "Yep, we play cricket."
Ragnar was carrying a helmet,
I
think.
Yep, that was in the bag.
And how many drinks had you consumed by that point?
I don't comment that here.
I heard you had a fun trip home.
Of course. Me and Ragnar and Tom Hale, we got seats next to each other.
Yeah.
So we were discussing a lot of things.
Right. All cricket related, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, but the trip back went much more quickly than the trip to.
Well, we're actually flying into Tivat for the first time this year.
Yeah.
So that's a bit better than driving down from Croatia.
True.
And I finally get my last stamp from Tivat in my passport because I've got the boat entry and the car entry.
Ah, nice.
Although probably there's a walking entry as well. Just one run there to Ali, fielded on the circle nicely. So
That should be flight from Riga, right?
no, direct
straight
from Tallinn.
Nice. So yeah, that makes it much more easier. Unless you will have crappy weather and have to divert to Croatia.
Well, crappy weather's not good because then that's going to affect the tournament. So hopefully not. Should be nice and warm in Montenegro in the middle of July, I would think.
Aww. Well, yeah, maybe.
Probably hot, I would think.
Maybe. So you can start complaining that it's too hot.
Too hot, yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm an Australian. I believe cricket weather starts at 35 degrees, so good memories of playing cricket in Canberra with Stu Hook. If it wasn't 35 degrees, it just didn't feel like cricket weather.
Yeah, I've been to one of the ladies' tournaments in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
We went
would have been
there
hot.
in the middle of summer.
Yes.
Bologna. And it was scorching hot. It was so difficult. The grass was, well, it was all dried up. It was like a big lump of just ground. And it was very, very hard and very hot.
Sounds great.
Absolutely.
So the strikers here, 47 for none after 5.2 overs. So they'll be probably pretty happy with the run rate and the fact they haven't lost a wicket yet. United really need to start picking up a couple of wickets here soon, or they may be facing a pretty big chase later on. Murali bowling the last over here of the power play. And then we will see United field spread pretty well, I would imagine.
Rome has been quite quiet today.
Well, he wasn't that quiet when they were batting in the Hippos game.
True. But I mean, for this game.
Yes. Taking it seriously. Hopefully we'll see him bowl soon.
Yeah.
I told him not to bowl from this end because he'll get smashed for 6 every ball. Do not want them hitting with the wind onto the leg side.
Should we put the helmets on?
Well, I don't think it's coming our direction. I think it's going that direction towards the containers.
Uh-huh.
That's the way the wind's going, and that's the best way to hit. When I was batting with Stu earlier, we decided this was my end to hit, and that was his end to hit, so we could hit with the wind. Worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Chases that one, Habib slashes over the top, and that should go for 4.
Yep.
So 1 ball left in the power play. Really, unfortunately, giving up a boundary there, but he has bowled pretty well for his 3 overs, none for 13. Turned into a very nice day here. With all the forecasts was saying it was going to rain this afternoon, but I can't see it myself.
I didn't see anything like that in the forecast.
Well, we had a little bit of rain overnight.
Yeah, that was good, I think.
Nice shot over the top from Habib. He doesn't even bother running, just stands and watches as it goes for 4.
Yeah, I think this bit of rain is good for the grass here.
We need a lot more than that, unfortunately.
I'm sure it will come.
Well, still working on getting the watering solution in here at Tiskre. It will be a real struggle until we can, but that is the end of the power play. 55 for the strikers, no wickets lost. They'll be very happy with that. And good platform to launch towards 200. as we will see the United field spread probably 3 on the leg side, 2 on the offside boundaries, and just 4 in the circle, I would imagine. Anurag a little bit wayward in his first over, just needs to get his line a bit better. Target that off stump. Don't give them so much width to play with. See, down on the second oval, we've got the Sportsbet barbecue work trainings. Stu Hook running some trainings for people, teaching them the basics of cricket with some tennis balls, and looks like a pretty decent group down there today.
Yeah, I hope some ladies in there as well.
Yeah, definitely some ladies in there.
Good.
First year we held the barbecue, me and Benny coached the Learn Crypto team, and they were all ladies.
Ooh.
And we ended up underneath a pyramid of them at the end of the game when they wanted to take a photo. Unfortunately, they were very enthusiastic, but we didn't manage to win a game. But they had a fantastic time anyway.
That's good, at least.
This year I will be watching from afar and not getting involved so that I can enjoy the lovely buffet on offer.
Absolutely.
That I've missed out on the last 2 years because by the time the cricket's finished, I don't get to eat.
Yeah. My sister, she also happens to be working at Yola. She wanted to invite me here as her plus one.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I will be at work and I can't be here.
Priorities, honestly.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was just too far away, enjoying all the Armenian shashlik and stuff.
Fair enough. As that one's off the pad and they come through for a quick leg by. So this is a bit better from Anurag. Much straighter. That's on the leg stump, and he's walked across and bowled.
Nägemist.
And he likes to walk across his stumps, and that was only a matter of time till that happened. Done it a few times with Richard Parker this year, and if you're watching Parker, it's exactly what I told you to do. Yorker on leg stump. It works. But good little innings from Habib. Comes to an end. And I imagine we will see... Well, it's not going to be... Oh, it is going to be Arslan, the captain. Not been in the best of form so far this year, Arslan. He'll certainly be looking for some runs here. Nice average of 45 in Estonian cricket, 2,800 runs. Not bad at all. Had some milestones to celebrate last week with Kala taking his 50th T20 wicket in Estonia.
Yes, congratulations, Kalle.
Richard Parkin taking his 50th domestic cricket wicket in Estonia. And Shuvo from the Strikers also with his 50th T20 wicket.
Yeah.
And there was one more. Who was it?
I will look it up.
Thank you. Don't want to miss anyone out.
No.
Feeling it was the Strikers, a second Strikers player as well. Might have been Ali Masood. I think it was the one who's batting now. I think Ali took his 50th Estonian domestic wicket as well. Well, we got a few more as well coming up next week, so stay tuned.
Kalle, Shuvo, Richard, and Ali Masood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congrats, guys.
So some bowling stats there, but we've got some batting ones coming up next week, including a couple of guys hitting pretty hefty milestones, including one hitting his 2000th T20 run in Estonia.
2000. Wow.
So 7 overs gone, 59 for 1. It was a much better over by Anurag, picking up the wicket of Habib and only going for the 3 runs and the leg bye. So United will be hoping that they can force this run rate down in the next few overs with the new batter in. Can't remember if I've seen Bilal today. The 4th member of this top order who has scored a lot of runs already this year. Not sure if he's here today, so might be a lot riding on this partnership.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it goes.
I could check the app.
Or that.
Both good options.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, he's there. So Bilal
Good.
will be out here to bat later.
Good.
And he can certainly hit the ball a long way. He's hit some massive shots this year. And had a couple of very good innings. So United still work to do. Oh, Aslan! He's been bowled.
Now we need the duck costume.
It's another. No, he's hit one.
Oh, he
Lucky.
did hit one, yeah. Yeah.
But that's about the 3rd Yorker that's bowled him this year, and it's really worrying from the national captain. Just seems to be not in any form at the moment. So it will be Bilal coming out now. So United, another big wicket there, and they need to quickly get rid of one of these two, otherwise these two have the ability to form a very big partnership. Career strike rate for Bilal of nearly 150. Certainly doesn't mess around. Not going to be here hitting 10 off 20. Watch him do that now, I've said it.
What else do you want to see happen here?
I want to see Stu Hook running across the field streaking. It could happen.
Do you really want to see that?
Well, as long as he stays off the camera. So Ash picking up a wicket with his very first ball. I'd imagine it can only go downhill from here.
Ah, absolutely.
He bowled very well in the earlier game, and I can say I was struggling most of his bowling. Mm-hmm. He slowed it down a bit this year, and very Tim Cross-like, using the wind to his advantage and getting a lot of swing. Mm-hmm. Look at that one go.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed the first game, half of it. Mm-hmm. But I did get to see a bat. Very well done.
Sometimes it works.
It's a good thing it worked today.
Mm-hmm. I do like beating United. They're just a team I always seem to score runs against. Always enjoy playing against them, but it's a good rivalry between the two teams because, these are the clubs that have been around for the longest in Estonia, and
Absolutely.
a lot of these players have been playing against each other for a long, long time in Estonia as well.
Yeah.
Oh, a lovely ball from Ash, and well defended by Bilal. Sorry, Ali. They're brothers and can be very difficult to tell apart when they're batting together. Both wearing green helmets today as well, just to help us out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Ash, another good outswinger, but he slashed at it over the top, and that'll go for 4.
Yeah, I've been doing some scoring, and Terry gave us some of the tips. Just mark down one is a bit taller, one is a bit
they're
shorter.
exactly the same height. They're wearing the same helmets.
Yep. Before, one way to make the batsmen tell apart was also whether one of them was wearing a helmet or not.
Yeah. Well, they all have to wear
They all have
helmets
to wear now, so that's already gone.
Maybe we should make a rule that they have to wear different coloured helmets.
Yeah, that would make the scorers' lives so much easier.
Just provide each team with 4 red helmets and 4 blue helmets, and then you'll be able to tell very easily. As a full toss from Ash, he's hit that really nicely. Fielder's coming around, dives, and gets a hand to it. Fantastic effort, but can't stop it, and it's 4 runs. Great effort there on the boundary, but Ash bowling a full toss out wide, and Ali hit it very nicely. And that is... the end of the 8th. 68 for 2 now. Run rate 8.5 and over. And it looks like they're going to have a drinks break, despite the fact that we're only at the 8th over and we should be at the 10th. So either...
halfway, more or less.
Yeah, Crossy does it on time. So it means we're halfway through the innings on time, which means they're 2 overs behind, which means they'll need to get a hurry up if they don't want bonus, give penalty runs to the other team.
Yeah.
Maybe they do want to give penalty. I don't know. Maybe it's a strategy.
Could be.
No one ever brings a drink out to the umpires. I always find that that's a bit rude.
Should the umpires also have like their 12th man?
Yes, the third umpire.
Third umpires.
We're not quite there yet. Or a match referee.
Snacks and drinks. Snacks and drinks.
Well, we had the little Starship robots last year for the Baltic Cup. I think we should just get...
Yeah, these go out for the umpires. I have used these Starship robots to order food from the grocery stores, and you can choose a song which it will sing to once you open it. Very nice. During Christmas, there were different kind of Christmas songs you could choose from.
Well, we found them, unfortunately, we're a little bit slow trying to go across the grass here for the Baltic Cup, and by the time they'd got out to the middle, the 2.5 minutes drinks break was over, and then they took another 2.5 minutes to get off the field. But Zahan said they had upgraded them this year. And,
he's working with the Starship?
Yes, Zahan's working with Starship. And maybe we'll get them back for the Baltic Cup this year with their new off-road capabilities.
And no speed limits.
Well, maybe once we get the clubhouse built, we can have a little doghouse for them and they just pop out for the drinks breaks and pop back in.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It's that or the tuk-tuk.
Tuk-tuk would also be cool.
Yeah, it's just the problem is... You got to have someone to drive it.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 people who are allowed to drive it.
Does it have like a special license?
No, it is unregistered and it will never be allowed on the road because they put a stupid engine in a tuk-tuk. Has a top speed of 160 kilometres an hour.
Ooh, that gets drinks here.
Fast drinks, yeah.
But why are only 2 people allowed to drive them?
Well, it's a trust issue.
Okay.
But it's, yeah. Usually when we pull out the tuk-tuk, it ends up just being used for tourist drives around the ground instead of drinks. So it doesn't get used very often. And drops that into the leg side. Bruce couldn't pick it up cleanly and they get through for the single. So, United have definitely tightened things up, but Strikers just managing to still tick the scoreboard over. Ooh. Oh, that's high. That's high. Is there a man under it? There is. He's coming in and he drops it. And they come back for 2. So, big chance there for United. These are the chances you have to take against the Strikers. And that will probably cost them dearly. These top 4 are the ones you cannot give chances to. And everyone always does. Hippos dropped all of them last week. As the fielder comes around, collects that nicely, and a good throw from the boundary, but they still get back for 2. Yes, unfortunately the Hippos bowled quite well, but couldn't take a catch to save our lives last week, and would have had them probably 4 or 5 down for 30, but just wasn't to be. And Rag, that's a wide one.
Then you know exactly what you need to practice at your training.
Yeah, interestingly, I advertised in the start of the week and I said, so who wants to come down and do catching practice? And only 2 of us turned up at training, unfortunately. So I assume they all practiced at home.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, that's what I think as well.
But me and Mac ended up having a training session with some of the girls, so that's always entertaining. As one bounce there down to Nand. Ragnar, of course, with her level 1 coaching accreditation, and she's certainly coming along very well with her coaching, comes to the schools with us and generally leads with her booming voice.
Absolutely.
While me and Terry stand back and assist.
She did say that at one point her voice was just gone, so she went and bought herself a whistle.
Yes.
Because to manage 30 kids at once, to make them listen to, good luck.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm not even going to try.
That's why we need 3 of us there.
Yeah.
Good shot down the ground from Bilal. They're running the first one hard, and Ali's going to come back for the second.
Yeah.
But no, it's been really, really good to get into the schools and start the schools program up again. It's been not going for a few years now, so hopefully that starts to trickle into some junior cricket, some leagues, and start to get the young Estonians playing cricket. And he's bowled him. Great ball from Anurag. Finally got it straight, and another wicket. So Bilal, very dangerous Bilal, is gone, and Anurag gets his second wicket. So the strikers now 78 for 3 off 9. It's probably the first time this year they've lost 3 wickets in the first 10 overs, but
there's a first for every.
Good opportunity now for the rest of their batting order to have a go.
Yeah.
Which they haven't had much opportunity this year. Looks like maybe Shuvo. Yep, Syed Aftikar, otherwise known as Shuvo to his teammates. He's an off spinner, very good spinner. He's also in the national team going to Sweden, but can certainly hit the ball as well.
How do you think the men's team will perform in Sweden?
Look, I'd prefer not to comment on that, to be honest. Look, we're playing 2 very good teams in Sweden and Germany, so we are just looking to get some experience and play our best and see what happens.
Yeah, it's always good to approach the competitions with
realistic expectations.
Exactly. I was looking at a way to how to express it politely.
Germany are a very, very good team. They are playing at the top level of European cricket. Sweden are also quite good and a lot of experience in international cricket. We've only been playing the latest iteration of the national team for the last couple of years, so learning all the way and getting new players in. It's a very new look squad this year, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep my fingers crossed for our boys as well.
Just tickles that around the corner for a single. So Syed now to face his first ball. We'll get the duck suit ready, just in case. As the sun pops itself out from behind a cloud. Ash on the stumps, just worked onto the offside for a single. Good shot and no duck suit required.
You can put it away now.
What a lovely view this is across the cricket fields in Tiskre. Nowhere I'd rather be.
Yeah, unfortunately you can do it every weekend.
Facilities getting better every year and working towards having clubhouses and indoor facilities. Hopefully sometime soon.
Yeah, I think it would definitely be more. It would be better to play in a proper indoor hall rather than a school gymnasium.
Yep, but we do what we can.
Absolutely.
As Shuvo just lapped that round the corner, didn't get much on it, but they'll get a single. Having our own centre not only gives us a proper cricket facility to play in, but also means we can play when we want to play. So we're not stuck playing in, a 4-hour window on a Saturday or a 4-hour window on a Sunday. We can play weeknights. We can. Oh, there's a good running there, and they're looking like coming. No, not going to come back for the second.
Years ago, before I went to Tartu, I think we were playing in Õismäe in one of those indoors
domes.
Yeah. That was pretty good. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of like this seat thingies that you have, and a lot of this kind of stuff. That sort of the ball got stuck there.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it was very good and it was very spacious and much better to play than in a school.
Yeah, looking at a few options to put out here, and hopefully we can get something for next winter. Mm-hmm. So 10 overs gone here. The strikers 83 for 3. Anurag to continue from the Kiev end. He's had a bit of a haircut since last year. Still got the ponytail though. It's just not halfway down his back. Full toss and worked into the offside by Ali, and they should come back for 2. As Syed drops his bat, but he get back comfortably. We've got a few issues with the side of the pitch area here. You can see on the screen there where the creases are. It's quite bumpy and sandy, and bats can get caught very easily. We had Ram twist his ankle last week, so hopefully get a bit of rain and get some grass growing in those areas and smooth it out a bit. And on the pads from Anurag, Ali whips that to the leg side. Man comes in off the boundary and can't prevent the 2. It is a big outfield here, and not many people in Estonia have an arm that can throw it in on the full, especially into the wind. So there's usually a 2 out there to the fielder. Anurag, and on the stumps, and just worked to the man at gully by Ali, and another run. So the boundaries have definitely dried up for the strikers. And 10 overs down, so this is when we usually do a bit of a prediction. What do you think is going to be the final score here after 20 overs?
I'm very optimistic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking 150.
150, okay.
Yeah. Ish.
Yep.
What are you thinking?
I think you're pretty much spot on. I'll go 160. I'll give them a bit more of the benefit of the doubt. But I think with the wickets that have fallen, unless
something really dramatic happens.
Yeah, they should be around the 150, 160 mark.
Yeah.
And unless Ali can start motoring along and start hitting some boundaries, I don't see them getting back up to that 10 runs and over for sure. So last ball of the 11th over here, Anurag 2 for 28. And another good ball on the stumps. Big appeal. Thinking that was probably bat and pad, but Crossy probably giving the benefit of the doubt to the batsman there, and that is the end of Anurag's over. 89, for 3 after 11. And a much better couple of overs there from Anurag. Who will it be from the Stockholm end?
Which is not...
Is it going to be Romeo? Come on, Romeo. Give him the ball. We all want to see it.
Yes, it is.
So, question, how many metres is ground 1? So, the boundaries are 65 metres on ground 1. Ground 2, I believe, is 55 or 58 maybe. It's a little bit shorter. Just a little bit less space down there. We are looking at some options for a third ground on the other side of Tallinn.
Where?
Geography's not my good thing, especially in Tallinn.
You neither?
Somewhere over where Crossy lives, wherever that is.
I don't know where Crossy lives.
So we're not much help, but there is certainly a few people looking into a third ground.
Like on east side of
yes,
Tallinn?
yeah. Which we really, really do need now. We're with the men's and the women's and juniors playing. We're very quickly going to run out of available grounds to play league matches at.
I'm just saying, like, if the field is going to be on the other side of town, then if you by accidentally go to a wrong field, then it is very tricky to get to the correct field.
But there are not many places in the world where all of the cricket takes place in one ground.
True.
So, also looking at some opportunities down in Tartu.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get a field there very soon. Focused on getting an indoor centre down there at the moment, given that we've been kicked out of all the official ones. So looking to...
Ooh, that's the big one.
Looking to rent some sort of warehouse that we can put some cricket stuff in and have Tartu have their own winter league. So we're not having them come up here and us go down there.
Yeah, it was. I was helping the Tartu teams to get the indoor hall during winter, and it was very difficult to get that because all the schools are closed on the weekend, unlike in Tallinn where they're all opened.
Full toss from Romeo, but just hit down the ground for one.
So it was very difficult to find something, and once you found something, then it was. Hard to get a slot, first of all.
And then they fabricated evidence of damage to get us out.
Exactly. And then they
or they said, that we don't like the noise of the ball hitting the wall, even though it's not making any damage.
Exactly.
So
and then they spread these stories
to everyone else.
So they don't want us there.
Shiva just lifts that into the leg side. They come back for 2. Good throw in, but makes it back comfortably. Good running there. So, having our own facilities in Tallinn and Tartu would be fantastic because we're not relying on other people anymore to let us play cricket.
True.
And it would be nice to be able to have indoor matches on weeknights and...
Yeah, we had... I don't
wide
remember.
there from Romeo and called by Owen.
I don't remember which year it was, but we did have indoor games on Wednesday evenings in Rocca al Mare school.
Okay.
Started at 9 in the evening.
Lovely.
So sort of a night cricket.
Yeah. You have a midnight barbecue and...
Yeah, it was during winter, so when it was snowy outside, it was just like, I want to get home quickly.
Yeah.
But it was very fun.
Romeo straight up and missed it. And Romeo was very excited about that one. Not that he's an excitable fella. Comes in again. Straight up in the air. Murali's coming in and he takes it. Yeah. Romeo gets his first wicket.
Nice.
And was it a mistake not playing him against the Hippos, the wicket machine, Romeo?
Wicket machine.
Good catch there by Murali. Good to see him playing again this year. Always wonder if he's going to come back. We all feel a bit older, a bit slower, a bit tireder every year, and ask ourselves the question, can we do it again?
Same goes for me.
I certainly asked myself the question this year. And after Tuesday night's training session with Chris Wallace, I was...
Did you get a wheelchair?
Well, today was the first day that I could comfortably walk and run, so he certainly did a number on my legs. So that's excellent to have him working with the national teams, trying to raise the fitness levels, and
true.
Certainly couldn't lower my fitness levels, so doesn't have much of a challenge with me, but no, excellent to see the ladies working with him as well for the first time. Yeah,
I managed to...
Avoid?
I wouldn't put it that way, but I unfortunately was not able to.
Would other people put it that way?
No.
So Elias out to bat now. Also was part of the national team last year, but has not been in the squad this year due to work commitments. Romeo continues, and short on off, and he just hits that out into the offside. Ooh. And Romeo dives around. Oh, calm down, Romeo. Like a bloody octopus flailing around. End of the 12th over, 95 for 4. And a good one there from Romeo, 1 for 6. Just don't want him to do himself an injury. A lot of tape holding him together.
Don't need that much tape, fortunately. He's a small fella.
Very small guy, yes. I remember coming over in 2020 and playing in the ECN tournament, and unfortunately hit one down the ground that went straight into Romeo's knee. Ooh. And he travelled all the way up to Tartu for the weekend to play in this tournament and lasted about 10 overs. I felt very bad. But couldn't take the smile off his face even though he was injured. So
just running around with one leg.
I think he still got out for a couple more games, but I did feel bad. I did hit that ball very hard, and he could have used any other part of his body, but he decided to use the knee, and that didn't work out for him. So it will be Nand now to come back. He was quite expensive in the power play. Let's see if he can bowl a couple of nice tight overs here and maybe even pick up a wicket. Good and straight on the pads, and Elias just works it around the corner and they come through for a single. So, yes, the boundaries here have completely dried up. Run rate now below 8. And I think United will be working hard to push it down below 7 if they can. Try to chase 140. Projected score still 158. As he comes into Ali, and that's down the leg side, and he's flicked that off his legs down to deep square leg, and just a single. So I think he'll be feeling a bit of pressure here, Ali, knowing that if they're going to get a big total here, it's mostly going to have to be his work.
Yeah.
Elias straight up in the air. That's really high. Bruce is walking back and takes the catch. And I think that might have hurt, but rings his hand and throws it back to the keeper. And he's very happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes it up for the...
It hurts much more if you drop it. You catch it, you can deal with the pain. So Elias comes and goes. Just 2 runs. Another wicket there for United. And... let's see, is it Etisham coming out now? Ali needs to form a decent partnership with someone here. Excellent bowling from Nand, coming back on after taking a lot of punishment earlier today and getting the wicket. Even though it doesn't say, yes, there we go. It definitely is Intermission. So he can hit some runs here. He has 350s to his name. And in again. It's down the leg side and called a wide by umpire Tim Cross. And they scamper through for another. So 2 wides there. And won't be happy with himself, letting the new batter off strike so easily. Ali just 9 runs away from his 50 here. Ooh. And Ali's pulled away. He's really just the second time he's done that, and he's seeing things, honestly. There's nothing moving. There's nothing here. We're in the middle of nowhere. There's no crowd. There's no spectators. The Crossie's looking bemused down towards us, trying to work out what he's talking about. There's not a damn thing down here. But Nand will be happy because that wasn't a good ball. He gets to do it again. Much better. Ali. That's gone with the wind. 6. And it wasn't a bad ball from Nand, but which car did it hit? Hit my car again?
No. All good.
I hit my car yesterday, but no one could tell.
I think it went somewhere around my car.
Okay.
We'll see.
It's a sturdy little Citroen. I'm sure it's fine.
It has carried me all the way through school.
It's seen some stuff. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. Oh. It did die though when I was driving to Riga in Pärnu.
Well, it didn't want to go to Latvia.
Yeah. I was thinking the same. Like, I don't even want to go there either.
Good comeback there from Nand. But, Ali needs to do a bit more of the 6 hitting. And this is the end to do it from because he's hitting with the wind. It's going to take it over the boundary. Much harder to hit the 6s on the other side. And that's a short one. He's cut that. There's a man coming round. They are going to come back for the second. And they've been running very well today. Turning a lot of 1s into 2s. And that is the end of the 13th over. 107 for 5. And picked up the wicket, but unfortunately it's 10, 11, 12 runs off the over, so a very costly one.
Yeah.
If they can pick up Ali here, they're still on top. And the wicket machine back at the Stockholm end. Romeo measures his run out again, and he's bowling to Intermission, who is yet to face the ball, so the duck suit's ready.
Do you have it on already?
Is Ragnar not somewhere in a duck suit? No, she's scoring.
No, she's scoring. Enjoying the cold wind, as I was yesterday.
Romeo, on the leg side, he's not appealed for that, has he? Come on, Romeo. It's missing a second set of stumps down the leg side. Maybe we need to call Yannicka. Get your duck suit, get down here.
Yeah.
There's a leg by, so he still potentially could have a duck. As Romeo comes in to Ali, throws it up and just worked onto the offside and no run. Romeo is being Romeo. Not
doing
sure
some ninja
what.
moves.
Yeah, maybe yoga. Some
Very
sort of
aggressive yoga.
Yeah, aggressive yoga. Leg stump, and he's not appealed. Romeo, come on. There's 3 things. It has to hit them.
But it's fun to appeal. Just scream at the umpire and it's all legal.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it because we're trying to train umpires and They all complain when they get given out LBW, but they all appeal when they know it's not out. So fielder comes around and they only get one. So Etisham off the duck. So call Yannicka, tell her to go home. No longer required. Romeo to Ali on 49. Throws up and back over his head. If he was a taller man, he might have caught it, but he's definitely not what you would call a tall man. And Ali gets his 50. Well batted to Ali.
Good stuff.
37 balls. He'll be looking to accelerate now. As Etisham drops that onto the offside for another single. First 50 off 37. You probably want the second 50 off 20.
Yeah.
Running out of overs probably for the 100 though.
Gotta get those sixes in then.
It certainly helps. If you can get the second 50 off 10 balls, you're in with a chance.
Yeah.
It'd be fantastic if you did. Very spectacular.
When me and Vicky went in for the ladies' game, we started batting. Then I told Vicky that I think your strategy should be that you face 10 balls, 10 sixes, done deal.
Living the dream.
I know.
So a little bit of a mix-up there between the batters, but Nand was unable to pick it up. So they got through for the 1, and Nand 1 for 40 off 3. That's very expensive. If you can pick up the wicket of Ali, it'll be all forgiven. But yes, he did go for a lot of runs in the first 2, and then 12 off his 3rd as the fielder comes around, and he's misfielded it, but it's not going to go for the 4. I'll get back for 2. $115 of 14.2, so projected score is still hovering around that 160 mark.
Yeah.
Can Ali push it up to 170 or 180?
With the sixes?
Oh, that's an edge, and the keeper really should have done better with that. It's flown past him at head height, at pretty catchable, and they get back for 2. Not happy with himself. Oh, it's the white pads. That's what it is. If he was wearing the correct colour pads, he would have taken it.
Yeah, that's the reason. The colour.
Another one outside off by Nand. He hit that over the top. The fielder's racing around. He's going to stop it, and they will get back for 2. Ali's decided walking is the order of the day after hitting his 50. Send that tape to Chris Wallace and he'll make him run extra laps.
Yep.
And he's got under that. It's a big hit. Fielders are coming around, but it's right in between the two of them. I think it's a 4. Yes, it is. Just inside the boundary. And batters are arguing. Crossy's checking. Yep, it's 4.
Yeah.
Always entertains me when the batters who are 65, well, from that end, 85 metres away from the ball think they can see it better than the guy right next to it.
Maybe they have 20/20 vision.
Well, I know I don't. Oh, Nand, that gets through him. It wasn't far away from leg stump. But Ali survives on 60 and 123 for 5 off 15. Yes, I think I was very long-sighted when I was young. I think it's gradually working its way the other way now that I sit in front of a computer all day.
Initially it goes to 0, I think. It evens out. And then the other way.
Sitting in front of a computer all day, every day doesn't help.
Yeah.
Romeo, Mr. Wicket Taker, back in the attack. And a lovely ball that's driven past him. Almost got under the bat there, Romeo. And 1 run to Etisham. Bowling well here, Romeo. Like to see him toss it up. Try to entice that big shot onto the leg side, into the wind, see if he can get a catch. As Hamza throws a ridiculous throw at the bowler's end stumps. Both batters were in their creases and there was absolutely no reason for it. Probably why he's a wicket keeper. Very harsh on Romeo. An extra overthrow there. And Ali back on strike. Throws it up. And that's a lovely shot down the ground. Nice and straight. And Ash comes round, tries to play football on a cricket field and does not succeed, surprisingly.
Maybe he should try with the bigger balls.
Well, maybe he should try with his hands. I don't know about you, but I always find it much easier to pick a ball up with my hand than my foot.
Yeah, maybe if you have like sneakers on, then it's difficult. But if you have only like socks or barefoot, then it's could be easier.
Okay. I don't think he's playing in socks. So as Yash comes round to field this, and they're back for 2. Sounds like more testing required.
Yeah. Well, I will do it. I will do it the next ladies game. All right. I'll let you know how it goes.
I'll look forward to the report of the broken foot.
Call the ambulances already here.
Leg spinner there from Romeo. Change up, well fielded on the circle, and they get through for 1. Yes, we made the local newspaper for 3 ambulances in one day the other week.
Really?
Yep.
Which one?
I don't know. Fishy sent it to me.
Okay.
It was in Estonian. We Google translated it, and it said something about foreigners getting hit in the face with cricket balls. So.
Yeah. The usual.
Yep.
That's what you're going to get in Tiskre. Come play cricket.
Well, thankfully, we have the new regulations that everyone's got to wear a helmet, so should be less injuries from getting hit with the ball in the face. It should just be funny.
Yeah.
We have had...
we don't have the regulation of wearing shoes, though. Sneakers.
Well, you might want to check that one. Maybe check page 78 of 82.
Yeah.
Don't think anyone's got there yet. Ragnar was in the 50s last time I talked to her.
Oh.
Said it'd be really great if you'd finish reading the regulations before the league ended.
I'll ask from her later on.
I don't think she managed, unfortunately, with today being the last game.
True.
So she'll need to start on the T20 regulations now.
And quickly.
Yep. Ash, caught and bowled. Hit straight back to him.
Caught and bowled in Estonian is pallitud ja püütud. We were teaching the Estonian phrases to Romeo. LBW.
Yep.
Jalg enne väravat. So he's planning on using it on the umpires.
Right.
And
well, they won't know.
Yeah, it's just like...
Maybe that's what he was doing when he was doing his aggressive yoga before.
Could be.
My favourite is stumped.
How is it?
I don't know, but it's like 4 words.
Väravavahi poolt välja löödud.
Yeah. Seems far more complicated than it needs to be.
But, I mean, we were actually talking with Ragnar about it. If Estonians don't know what cricket is, so if you make up a word, which is just like then it doesn't make any sense to them. So you just describe it, what stumped is.
Yes.
So it's väravavahi poolt välja löödud.
But most of the English terms don't make any sense to us.
Yeah, but that's English already. Yeah, first we have to get the Estonians to get to know exactly what cricket is. before when we were playing in Hippodrome, I was speaking to some Estonians like, hey, yeah, I'm playing cricket. Oh, where are you playing it? Oh, we played in Hippodrome in the center where the grass is. It's quite nice near in the city and it's very easy to get there. Oh, okay, cool. So when did you learn to ride a horse? And I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's either polo or croquet, isn't it?
Exactly. So sort of had to explain to them, just because we play at Hippodrome doesn't mean it has anything to do with horses.
Well, we did have to stop when the horses were going behind the bowlers.
Yeah.
And occasionally we had to fight a horse to get a ball back. But other than that, nothing to do with horses. As Ash tries to hit that back onto the stumps, but they get through for a single. It's a good over here from Ash. One ball left, and it's at the new batter, Cheyenne. Can he pick up another wicket here? Full toss, back over Ali's head, and they get one. So 137 off 17, 3 overs left. Still projected score is looking at 160.
So you said 160, right?
I did. But don't worry, it'll be the first one I get right. So I wouldn't count on it too much. I'm usually well out.
So do you usually guess that they're gonna hit more runs?
No, I'm usually very pessimistic.
Okay.
I gave them a bit more today, so.
So just the right amount.
Yep. Unless Romeo can come in here and take a few wickets and really put the strikers under pressure. A couple of wickets in this over would do that for sure. As Terry makes his way to the commentary box, Cheyenne whips that around the corner, fielder comes in, and they're through for one. So last over for Romeo, 1 for 21 so far. 5 balls left. On the stumps, on the pads, he's whipped away to the leg side. Yash is coming round, and Anurag gets a boot to it, and they get back for 2. So 72 for Ali now off 48. Can he get 28 more runs in the next 3 overs? Romeo throws it up on the legs, and he's hit that really nicely. Fielder's coming round. He's not going to get there. And 4 runs, so
nice.
Good start. 76. Terry's looking very happy with himself. I'm not going to ask.
The ladies' batting training went well?
Yeah, but that's not the smile. Smile's because I've had people telling me that Dave Robson took a diving catch.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Off the stream, Terry, it never happened. Oh, that's through the fielder on the circle. Ash comes round to stop the boundary and back for another 2.
So the dive and catch?
Well, never going to see it. Doesn't exist. For all you know, it went straight to me and I didn't drop it for once. But maybe that's it, Terry. Maybe I need to dive every time I try to take a catch.
I got a very vivid description from Yash.
Oh, Yash, my biggest fan, yes. Leader of the Dave Robson fan club, Yash Pad. Romeo.
Is it official? Can I show you?
Down the leg side there from Romeo. That's a wide. He's not finished. He doesn't want to bowl the last ball of his spell here. He wants to keep it going.
Absolutely. It's fun to bowl, isn't it?
Hasn't bowled enough wides, he thinks. Throw one in. This one's on the stumps, and he's got him! Bowled.
Nice. Not Ali, but
the wicket machine.
wicket.
The wicket machine strikes. Second wicket for Romeo. And not the big one of Ali, but Cheyenne's gone. And getting into the tail here for the strikers. Ali will be looking to farm the strike here. He will be on strike. And this is Tarun, captain of their second division team. He's had some good innings in second division, hitting couple of 30s and probably needs to put himself up the order in that team, because usually he comes in and it's too late to fix. And it will be Ash to continue with his Tim Cross-esque slow medium. And big swing from Ali, round the corner, straight to the fielder. Thrown at Ali's end, but they get through. Oh, misfield there from Ash. And they get back for 2. So it was all very good cricket up to the point where he didn't field it. So 79, I think, for Ali now. Or is it 81?
81.
81 into the 80s. And he's bowled.
Ooh.
So no 100 for Ali Masood, and Ash continues with his Tim Cross style medium pace, taking wickets, and that is the 8th wicket down for the Strikers on 150. So 2 more wickets here, and your prediction was correct. And I've got 10 runs to play with.
Yeah. They at least have 150.
Yep, Sultan coming into bat. Definitely a bowler. But we'll see what he can do with the bat. Mm-hmm. At least they've got different coloured helmets on, although Cheyenne is, Tarun, is a bit taller than Sultan.
Yeah, makes it a bit easier for Ragnar.
Yeah. I'm sure she's done an excellent job with the scoring in her 6 layers of clothing down there.
And the blanket.
And the blanket. The scoring cocoon.
But I think it's necessary this weekend.
Oh, it's Terry's fault. He refused to get sides for the tents.
Yeah, your fault.
If there were sides, the tent would blow away.
But it's attached to the ground. Where is it going to go?
Technicalities, Terry. Ash pitches that one up and gets that away to the leg side for 1. They think about a second, but no. They're waiting for Ash to misfield. He does, but a man backing up this time.
One of these for the scorers.
The what?
One of these.
Yeah.
Well, we were looking at like a trailer of some kind. Ash with a big appeal there, but clearly going down leg, as indicated by umpire Tim Cross. We're looking at some sort of trailers with windows for scorers, maybe for Baltic Cup.
Yeah, yesterday I was considering making holes in the evergreen container just to hide from the wind. Just like 2 eye holes.
Down the leg side there. Oh, they're coming back. No, they're not coming back. It was, more pointless throws that could be overthrows. Always worries me when they wind up. So that one was it a wide or a leg by or what? Not sure. It's that back straight over his head. Fielder comes round and stops it, and that's 1 run. It was a leg by. There you go. So not a wide. And Ash finishes the 19th over, 153 for 8. And he finishes with figures of 3 for 21. So well bowled, Ash.
Last over.
7
runs.
Last over. It will be Murali to come back.
7 runs.
7 runs to get to hit my total. Very harsh to take Romeo off, except he's finished his 4 overs.
Yeah.
Otherwise, keep the wicket machine going. But Murali bowled very well earlier today. Kept it very tight and made up for Nand getting smashed all over the place.
Yeah, I think he's going to do it again.
Tarun at the non-strikers end. Sultan is on strike. Tarun's still on the duck. Call Yannicka. Get her up here in the duck suit.
Yeah.
Could be on. So Murali to start the last over. Pitches up and kept out by Sultan. Definitely aiming at the stumps there. Murali looking for his first wicket of the day. 17 off his 3 overs as a very sick sounding car goes past. I think that wheel is going to fall off at any moment. Sounds like a wheel bearing definitely gone. And a catch. So straight to mid-wicket. Anurag takes the catch and Murali picks up his first wicket, and they are 9 down, the Strikers, looking unlikely to make 160. And yet again, my prediction is probably a bit off. You're closer so far.
Yes, I think so too.
So not sure who the last batter will be for the Strikers, as they're attempting to fit a helmet to his head right now. Out he comes.
I saw that Stu was very unhappy with the helmet, so whenever he had a chance, it was in his hands.
He might have been unhappy, but he's hit 68 with it, so he can't complain too much.
Yeah.
It's most runs he scored this year. He was wearing my old Western Districts University of Canberra helmet. Shout out to any of the boys in Canberra. The nice maroon helmets to go with our pink and blue kit. So 4 balls left here for Murali, and it is Shuvo, the bigger Shuvo, who's come out to bat. Bowls left-handed, bats right-handed. Bit of a weirdo. And straight up in the air, fielder's coming in, and he is out. So 2-2 for Murali. That's the end for the Strikers. Lena wins the prediction battle, and it is 153. And United will be looking for 154 for the win. And we will be back in 20 minutes.
Yeah, see you later.
So we're just about ready for the second innings of this match between United and Strikers. And the Strikers posting 158, so United needing 159 for victory. They posted a score above 180 this morning against the Hippos, who chased that down. So, Lena, what do you expect? Do you think United will get the runs, or can Strikers defend it?
I don't know. But it seems like they got some penalty runs, because they hit 153 before, and now the target is 159.
Uh-huh. So, opening the batting for United is Nand and Ayush. Opening the bowling as usual for the Strikers is Habib, bowling from the Kiev end. I'll just see if I can check up about those penalty runs. As is the first runs for United. Quick little single for Nand. Yep, 5 penalty runs was awarded. I can only assume for the over rate.
Yeah. We were thinking that because Crossy did a drinks break after 8 over. And Dave said that he usually does it based on timing.
Yeah, he does. Habib has been in excellent form with the ball so far this season. He comes in once more to Ayush. He's bowled him.
Ooh.
So that excellent form continues. Habib with the big breakthrough. Ayush departs for a duck.
That's going to be difficult for the United.
It is. They do rely on Ayush and his run-scoring ability. Of course, a couple of weeks ago, he got 87 before he had to retire hurt, top-edging one into his face.
Ooh, interesting place to aim.
He most certainly wasn't aiming for there. Not at all. Yeah, so while United have shown earlier today that they're capable of scores well over the 158 required, they are up against a Habib Khan, who is in fantastic form with the ball. He's been delivering for the Strikers in almost every single game, bowling tight, taking wickets, making it very difficult for batters to score. And he's continuing that here. So the new batter is Archit. Pushes this one into the covers. They just pick up the 1 run. New favourite spot of yours to score runs through the covers?
Well.
Don't be modest.
Yeah, it was.
You hit 2 fours through there this morning.
Yeah, That was not what we were practicing before, but...
Another good delivery from Habib. Beats the bat of Nand outside off stump. You played a lovely lofted cover drive for 4.
Thank you.
The listeners can't hear you nodding. These Women cricketers who can't take compliments.
I think that's the Estonians in general. So.
Okay.
What do I do with those?
These Estonian cricketers who can't take compliments. You're supposed to go, thank you very much. Yes, it was a nice shot. I did appreciate it. I enjoyed it. I liked the fact that I scored 4s.
Of course I like the fact.
Yeah. Enjoy your successes.
Until the next game.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the next game I can play is going to be in July, not earlier. So we'll see what happens then.
So Bilal Masud with the ball from the Stockholm end. Outside off, and it's called wide. Well left there from Archit. Here comes Bilal. Straight of ball, driven nicely. I'll just pick up the 1 though. So which weekend in July is it that your next availability?
Oh, I am not sure yet.
Not sure. Okay. Do you just
Not
know
sure.
that you can't do any more in June?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's all I know. Maybe some trainings though. We'll see.
That would be good. It's would be good for you to get at least one game in before the 16th of July when Finland come over.
Yeah. Fingers crossed I can play that one.
Should have already had your excuses ready to be sick that day scheduled. That's going to be the first boundary for United. Nand slapping that one through the covers for 4. Can't have a scheduled day off. I need this day.
I mean,
I'll do any other days. Just give me this day.
I mean, yeah, I can do that, but they are not going to listen to me.
No?
No.
Okay. So Bilal into Archit. Drives this one straight through the short cover. If he didn't move, he would have stopped it, but instead he decided to get out of the way of it.
I mean, getting hit with the ball hurts, you know.
Your job's to stop the ball.
I still have bruises.
Pain is secondary.
I still have bruises from this bowling machine.
Bowling machine was a week ago.
Yeah, I know.
And the balls are really soft.
I still have the bruises.
Archer just pushing a single here. Do you remember what I told you about how to avoid getting the bruises?
Hit with a bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about when you're fielding?
No, that's different. You don't have a bat then. You just got to stop it with your body.
Yeah.
And if you field it cleanly with your hands, no bruises. This will be a wide.
Yeah.
It's called. So, this has been a slight problem for the strikers so far this season. They'll have Habib bowling from one end very tightly and picking up wickets, and then someone else from the other end will be a bit more expensive. 11 runs already going from this over. Swing and a miss. So it will be just the 11 that come from Bilal's first over. 13 for 1 for United. As I said, they'll be reasonably happy. I mean, they would much prefer Ayush to still be out there, but 13 over the 2 overs, not bad. They need to find a way to score off Habib as well, though. Even just getting, if you're able to get 10s and 11s from the other end, if you can pick up 4 or 5 from Habib, that puts you pretty much on par for your required run rate. Arslan just moving into a very straight position there. And now we can see why. Bib has strayed down leg side. Like a plan that did not quite come off. Going to bowl at his legs and hope he hits it into... we've got the mid-wicket. There is a long on... No, there isn't a long one. There is a man at cow corner. There is the very straight mid-on of Arslan. And he's managed to get it between the short mid-wicket and Arslan. So that plan has completely and utterly backfired. As I talked about them trying to get 4 or 5 runs off Habib. They've gotten 6 off 1 ball.
Yeah. That's job well done already.
So they're pushing the mid-wicket back onto the circle. Big swing and a miss. This is the question about the pitch. It's an artificial pitch, but underneath it, it's a knots construction. So there's no concrete, there's no clay. There is 3 different layers of different types of rock and then a special foam compound. So it does need to be rolled occasionally. Misfield, but I'll just get the 1 run. Shahid asking the question. So this type of pitch, although being an artificial carpet, it is affected by weather. So it's harder when it's sunnier. When it's overcast like this, it won't get quite as much bounce.
And today it was quite slippery as well.
Yeah, it was a bit of the overnight rain. Guides this one nicely to the 3rd man. Yeah, so it's a special construction of an artificial pitch that actually changes based on the weather conditions. So it's a means to be able to have a pitch that has a bit of something for batter and bowler. Drives this one to the mid off for 1. Habib coming in once more. Shorter. It'll be another wide, and it's missed by the keeper. So this over from Habib is now getting very expensive.
That's only good news for the Tallinn United.
It is indeed. For the first time, although we're only in the 3rd over, their run rate is above the required run rate. Straight a ball. He slapped this. There's a fielder there, but it's way over his head.
Gone for a 6.
Yeah. one bounce over the road into the little bushes. Umpires might need to have a check at the ball. And whatever the plan was that Habib had, it did not go his way at all. So United now 30 for 1 after 3 overs. They may have lost their main man, Ayush, but they are in the driving seat right now. They just need Nand and Archit to stay there for some time, build a partnership. And pushes this one nicely. They get through for the 1. And this is very important. These quick singles, it was the difference in the earlier game. The reason why the Hippos were able to beat United was all the quick singles that the Hippos were taking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they scored a lot more singles than United did. And despite the fact that United bowled more dot balls than the Hippos did. And this one straight down the leg. Oh, there's a bit of a mix-up here.
Ooh.
He's gone. There was never an extra one there. It was a wide. You've gotten a free run. You're going to get an extra ball.
Ragnar now has a chance to write down wide and a wicket.
Yeah.
Or a run out now.
Well, she can put the wide cross and a little R up in the corner of it.
Yeah.
And check that one off her list of scoring things that she's achieved. Managed to be able to do. Well, that is a very disappointing way for United to have that partnership broken up. Just as they started getting going and putting some pressure on the strikers with the run rate, thanks in part to a lot of extras. The strikers separate the pair. And instead of putting some pressure back onto United. So it's now 2 wickets down. It should be for 32. The scorer hasn't put the wide with the wicket in it. There's the wicket, but he didn't put the wide in.
It's going to be a mess then.
New batter is Sahil. Mm-hmm. He's a very good batter. He's a very aggressive batter. And if he can be there for a good amount of overs, United will be in a very good position. He's, if I'm correct, so he's the only member of the national team from United.
Mm-hmm. Nice dot there.
appears perhaps he doesn't know if he's able to put a wide and a wicket in together, because it's now he's adjusted it. It's wide and then wicket.
Yeah.
Dot. So that's going to be problematic. It's basically saying that there was there's been one extra ball bowled.
Exactly. Are there plans to make any new scorers courses in the future?
Oh, there's a direct hit and he's gone. That's a fantastic throw.
That was nice.
Looks like that was from the captain, Arslan. An excellent hit. He's just got the one stump to aim at, and he's absolutely picked it out. And so...
He's the captain for the national team as well.
Yeah, men's national team captain as well, yeah.
Nice.
So all that talk about Sahil, you're not going to get to see any it because he's been run out for none without facing a ball. Some people refer to as a silver duck.
The duck suit. We need to get the duck suit.
You want a duck suit. This is not
course.
Montenegro.
But it would be fun. Yes?
You're going to wear the duck suit, run out and follow the batters as they go off?
Yep.
If you want to do that, you can do that. Well, this run chase, very interesting. It's almost every couple of balls, the momentum is going one way to the other. Batter in is Anurag, the tallest man in Estonian cricket. I'm not used to being around somebody who's considerably taller than me.
Yeah, once we get the clubhouse, he must be careful not to hit his head.
Let's see, another wide from Habib. Got the wrong batter on strike. It's Archit who's on strike, not Anurag. And the reason they've got that is because they did the wide and the wicket as separate balls.
Yep.
And so they've got the wrong batter on strike.
Yeah.
Well. And in creation saying it's a big adjustment for batters who are wearing helmets under the new regulations. Yep, it is, but it means less people going to hospital. And also less chance of anyone getting a fatal head injury. Habib comes in again to Archit.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played a game of cricket outdoors without the helmet. I like my face too much for that.
Yeah. Well, yesterday was the first day of the new helmet laws. So essentially, we've adopted the new playing regulations the ICC have implemented for ODIs and T20Is. So who comes in again to Archit? Outside off, slashes cross bat, misses it by a mile, which is that batters have to wear a helmet while facing pace bowling. And I was umpiring yesterday. The first over of the game, batter goes for a pull shot, edges it. He turned his head, hits him right in the side of the head, and if he wasn't wearing a helmet, he would have at best spent the night in hospital, and at worst, in the morgue
Yeah.
because it had hit him right where his temple is.
Yeah.
And I was immediately like, that's why I've
Yeah.
implemented the rule.
Yeah.
And that batter said to me after the match, he said, today's the first time I've ever worn a helmet.
And maybe he wants to keep on wearing the helmet once he goes batting.
Oh,
I
he
mean,
will
I would after that one. So I saw Stu this morning.
That's a wide.
Talked a bit and talked about the new rule as well, the helmet rule.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very disappointed. I've known him for more than 10 years, and today was the first day that I've ever seen him wear a helmet while batting.
Yep. Didn't do anything wrong. He got a good score.
Yeah.
There is the irony that myself as the person who implemented the rule, I've been retired from playing for over 5 years, but from the age of 7 to 45 playing cricket, I never once wore a helmet. And now I'm making everybody wear helmets.
Does it make you feel good?
Well, there's also the fact that I'm almost 2 meters tall, and I've only once in my life ever faced a bowler who was able to get a ball up anywhere near my head. And so I was kind of safe. But when I started playing, most professionals didn't wear helmets.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't normal. So very hard. Habib jumps for joy, but he's missed the outside edge. Archer trying to play a cover drive, and he's completely mistimed it. And so, although Habib bowled 6 dot balls, he'd also bowled 3 wides.
Yeah. Would have been better without those 3 wides.
Absolutely. 5 overs gone, 35 for 3 on the scoreboard for United. And I would argue that the 3 is the most significant part of that score, as it's Ayush, Nand and Sahil who are out. Anurag goes big. That was reminiscent of your shot this morning. And like you, he picks up 4 for his lofted cover drive.
Well done, my friend.
So Anurag gets off the mark with a boundary. Always a good way to do it. And there's a lot now riding on his and Archit's shoulders to be able to get the runs for United. Drives this one again. The field is coming around. He's not going to get there. Now he's got to race the ball to the boundary. He's kept it in.
Yeah,
So
2 for Anurag.
This is only Anurag's second game of the season. His first being this morning against the Hippos, because he basically spent a month and a half in India.
Ooh.
At the IPL working for sportsbet.io. So he was able to keep practicing.
That's good at least for the United.
Driven this one, it's socket on the ground.
Absolutely. 2 in 1. 2 games in 1.
That's one way to break your ankle.
Fun way though.
There's no fun way to break your ankle.
I did it less fun way.
How did you do it?
I kid you not, I was walking. And my ankles are just so weak that it was a bit of a bend, and I didn't break it, but it was sort of strained.
Oh. Throw this time. It does not hit the stumps. It's Cheyenne who had the shy. And nearly got another run out. You broke your ankle just walking.
Yeah, I strained it badly, but I didn't completely break it.
Okay.
But yeah, literally just walking. I'm talented, I know.
Well, see, I've had 2 breaks. No, actually, I've had more than 2 breaks, but I've had 2 breaks where I technically was just walking.
So I'm not the first one.
Well, this one's in the air, fielder's coming underneath it, and he holds on to it. And away it goes. The fielder has given him a send-off. He might be in the bad books from the umpires for that. That's a big wicket. And the strikers, I'd have to say, are in the driving seat now with 4 of the best batters that United have already out and only 43 runs on the board. So the first one, I think I was 8 years old. I was walking backwards to try to see something that was up high, and I tripped over a rock, and my elbow just went slammed into the ground, and I broke my arm. The second one, I was playing football at school, and I had the ball, but I wasn't. There was a defender coming towards me, and I was just sort of going slowly. His foot went into a hole, and he tripped, and his forehead smashed into my nose and broke my nose. So he basically headbutted me unintentionally. Yeah. And the only other breaks and fractures are all for cricket related, all in my hands and fingers.
I guess that's usual for a cricketer. So
yeah. So the end of the power play, 43 for 4 United. And
we have Murale coming in.
Yeah. They're looking in a bit of trouble here. So we thought there could have been an upset on the cards, but not sure now. Archer just pushes this one. Where is that? Really on strike? I'm mixing them again. No, it was Archit. For one, Archit is basically being the rock, the resistance. He's the one holding out. He's the one staying there. He's not scoring at any great rate, but he's doing a job for United. Can Murali do a job?
Oof.
It's wide from Habib. He's been quite all over the place today. He spent a significant part of the latter part of the striker's batting innings over in the nets bowling. And he may have just done a bit too much. You can over-prepare.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a much better ball. Morley pushes it away for one. So are you working tomorrow?
No, tomorrow is still a day off, working the day after. In the
Bib.
evening, though, or at night.
He picks up a dot ball. So where shall you be flying off to?
to Yerevan, Armenia.
Uh-huh.
And then I will have 4 days of very hard work in Yerevan.
What does 4 days of hard work in Yerevan mean?
It means I can go and explore and see how the
You have 4 days off in Yerevan.
No, it's hard work that I'm doing there.
Sightseeing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm back to the north here again.
I've never been to Armenia.
First time for me as well.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be cool.
Oh, it's well bowled. I have met quite a few Armenians, though, because when I lived in Prague, I was a teacher, and I was also a teacher trainer. And 2 years in a row, a group of Armenian English teachers flew to Prague and had a week of basically me and a couple other people teaching them how to teach English.
Uh-huh.
It's another nice ball. They're scampering through for a single. The throw looks good, but he's just back in time.
Good running. They can't afford another wicket.
Absolutely not.
So we're an English teacher in Prague.
Yep.
Cool.
For most of the time.
Cool.
I was also the CEO of Czech Cricket.
Ooh, fancy.
Really not. So doing the exact same job I do now for Estonian cricket, but literally the only employee. So there was people who would work on contract to do like groundwork, but everything that Dave does, I did as well. So like I was the me and Dave for Czech cricket, and Czech cricket's 2.5 times the size of Estonian cricket, as in the number of players and teams and things. So yeah.
I guess you were quite busy then.
Shit job. Yeah, very busy.
Ooh.
For a lot less money. When I stopped teaching and took that role, I basically took a pay cut of half.
Ooh.
I didn't need the money. You don't work in associate cricket for money.
Yeah. That's true.
You do it because you're an idiot. It's the only thing I can come up with.
Ooh.
Oh, well driven, but the bowler gets the foot out.
So you and Dave are the two biggest idiots in Estonia?
That's one way of looking at it. And then that would make Ragnar a part-time idiot.
Yeah.
Just passionate about the game, that's all.
Of course. It's very lovely to see it, actually.
Yeah.
For me, at least.
So Bilal coming in from the Stockholm end. Misfield.
Yeah.
Archit sprinting back. I have not seen a batter in Estonia run that quickly between the creases at all. He absolutely flew. That man's got pace.
Yeah. I'm jealous.
It's all right. When you smack them for 4, you don't have to run.
Yeah, that rarely happens with me. It was a coincidence. It happened twice in one game.
Short,
Ooh.
cut away. That will go racing to the boundary for 4.
Yep, it's gone for a 4.
Really good shot from Murali there. Bilal strays down the leg side for a wide. It's becoming another expensive over. If United hadn't have contrived to lose a couple of wickets, they could have been in a really good position here.
Yeah.
What are your bowling figures this morning? I don't remember.
There were a couple of buys.
1 for 7?
1 for 7, yeah, 2 overs.
That's right, yeah. I do remember now. That's good.
Yeah, there were 4 wides, I think.
Sounds about right. Yep.
You gotta get some in, you know.
You really don't. You really
otherwise, it's not Lena really bowling if you don't get a couple of wides in.
Well, you embrace the joy of only bowling 6 ball overs.
No, it wasn't only.
Oh, I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you don't bowl wides, you only need to bowl a 6 ball over.
Yeah, but I like bowling, so.
Yeah.
I can do it in the nets afterwards, I know. I think in our game we had Katarina from the Penguins who did 6 ball over.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Katarina.
Was it?
No, it was Shamali.
Shamali, yeah.
Yeah, Shamali's second over was the only over of the match, which was 6 balls.
Yeah. But if it weren't wides and if it weren't buys, then the rest of them were dots, I think.
Arslan Amjad on bowling from the Kiev end now. Starts off with a couple of nice dot balls. Oh,
that was a close one.
That was. Batter has survived by the skin of his teeth. Of course, the best bowling figures of the match was Vicky's.
Oh, yeah.
4 for...
Also, no.
It wasn't 7.
12.
12, yep. That's right.
Because Bianca got 13. And Vicky was 12 and the others were 7.
In the air, fielder's under it, and he swallows that up.
Bad news for the United.
Archett departs, his resistance ends. We won't get to see him sprinting between the creases anymore. The 5th wicket for United falls. And the chase of 158 looked very, very doable a few overs ago.
Not anymore.
No. You'd have to have your money on the strikers to bag the victory here. Looks like they're going to take a drinks break with the fall of that wicket. And we might as well.
Yeah.
Back in a couple of minutes.
Yeah. See you soon.
And we're back, and the players are back, the umpires are back, and Arslan is back bowling from the Kiev end. And that's beaten the outside edge of Mohammed Hamza, the new batter for United. Short, pulled, and that is running away to the boundary. It's just trickled over.
Yeah.
There's a few fielders are all pointing around, looking around and going, hey, what are you doing? Hang on, shouldn't there be someone out there? Oh, no. So a wicket and a 4 from Arslan's first over. He'll be happy with enough with that return. 9 overs gone, 62 for 5. Dave's coming sheltered from the wind.
Yeah, now that the sun is gone, it's definitely much more cold out there.
Yeah. Feel sorry for the scorers. So it looks like Elias is going to bowl from the Stockholm end. It's a nice ball. Blocked away. Last couple of weeks, seen Elias bowling from the Kiev end and being very expensive and very wayward. Lots of wides. And then I think he bowled one from the Stockholm end last week, which was much better.
Ooh.
This is in the air. Fielder is not going to be able to catch it, but he's going to be able to cut it off before the boundary.
I've got an interesting stat for you. Morley has never worn a helmet before. He was unimpressed when told that he had to.
So what's the stat?
0. It's his first game with a helmet.
Okay. So, based on this morning, he'll be scoring 60-something.
Yep. I told him he's going to get 100.
See if he can do a steer hook.
Half the time helmet in his hand.
Ilias once more. Short, wide, rubbish. Sorry, I was basically doing an impersonation of a friend of mine in Prague who does commentating for ECN.
Mm-hmm.
And when anyone bowls something like that, he just goes short, wide, rubbish. I didn't start off doing the impersonation. It was just when I went short, wide, and I was like, I might as well finish Danny's bit. I'll do a Danny Hudacek. Strikers will be hoping that that wide from Ilias doesn't bring forth a flurry of them. That's a good ball. It's 2 weeks ago, I think Ilias had an over that was about 16 balls.
Ooh. Like some of the ladies players today, if I may say so.
Not you.
Yeah.
Oh, a little inside edge. But Hamza survives. 10 overs gone, 66 for 5. The United run chasers heading in the wrong direction. So Arslan is going to continue from the Kiev end. Bowling to Murali in his never before worn helmet.
So it must be brand new then.
At least not never worn on his head. Scamper through for 1. To see if there was any bat in there. No, it's leg buys.
Mm.
Comes Arslan. Short.
Ooh.
It's high. There's a fielder. No,
Nope.
he's not going to get anywhere near it.
Are they,
Now he's chasing the ball to the boundary. He slips over. I don't think either of the batters were aware, but he recovered quite well with a good throw. Stu christened that corner of the ground Siberia.
Ah.
He reckons no one scores runs down there.
Sure, that's the right direction either.
Yeah. No, it's not the right direction for Siberia.
But I guess you just randomly name it. It doesn't even have to be in that direction.
It said it's no. Like he was referring to it as no man's land for run scoring.
Yeah.
no one scores runs down there, so that's how it became his Siberia. And then I think Rifak hit a 6 there.
Ooh.
Which is a rarity in itself, but... pulled away, that will be 4. 1-2 bounces, and it crosses the rope. Arslan going short, and Muhammad Hamza being very appreciative of that short delivery. Taking a long time to get the ball back to the bowler. Much better delivery from Arslan. They're looking for a quick single.
And they got it.
Yeah. The throw bouncing way over the stumps. Almost bouncing over Arslan. He's not a short man. So 85 runs needed in 54 balls. It's kind of in that area where the United batters are just doing enough to keep it possible. But you feel that for it to be possible, they'd have to take the risks and lose wickets as well.
Yeah. But they don't have much left if they're gonna start taking risks like this. They have 5 wickets gone.
Oh,
But you gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Yep. You don't need to risk anything for a cookie, though. The cookies are free. They've still got a little bit of batting to go. Yash is waiting to come in. Ilyas bowling again. Hamza just flicks it off his legs. So Ilyas continuing from the Stockholm end. And talking of Stockholm, going to be there in 12 days.
Ooh.
So is Dave. This one's outside off stump. Murali just cuts it away for a single. The ball hits the stumps. And he was well in. We'll be over there with the men's national team for the ECI T10 Stockholm.
Ooh.
Sweden, Germany, and Estonia.
What are your expectations for the men's national team?
To play 6 games of cricket.
Oh, he's even less excited about it.
I'm not playing, I'm just going as the manager, so...
So let's hope none of them get rained out. Terry's going to be very disappointed.
Hamza would have loved to have smashed that straight back over Ilyas's head, but he's not got hold of it. Well, they're playing T10. It's very hard to tell. We don't really know how strong a German team it's going to be that's being played.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly not going to be their A team or their B team.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not even their C team. And so anything can really happen in T10. There's a pretty strong batting lineup going for Estonia.
Mm-hmm.
They will be without Habib.
Mm-hmm.
That is a bit of a loss. Hamza drives this one straight back to Ilyas. Yeah, hopefully Can pick up a couple of wins. Test the metal.
Yeah, of course. And that will be the first match for the men's national team this year.
Correct, yes. We have that series, as we said, in 12 days, and then the Baltic Cup in August.
Nice.
As he pulls this one away, fielder's coming around.
Ooh, nice dive.
Just stopped it. Yeah. 5th and 6th of August, Latvia, Lithuania, and Iceland.
Ooh, very Baltic country.
Yep.
They played in the football
Yeah.
last year. I did invite them to play cricket before I knew that.
And then the final outing for the men's national team this year will be in early October at the European Cricket Championship in Spain. It's the T10 tournament. European Championships. Will be very interesting.
Well, good luck for the men's team from my side.
So, Cheyenne bowling now.
Ooh, and it's a catch.
That's well taken in the covers. Syed's doing a bit of dancing. High fives all round. Half the team celebrating with the bowler, half with the fielder, and the two of them still haven't come together to celebrate, and they're still not. And now Syed's walking away from the bowler.
Huge in strikers camp.
Yeah.
Tiny bit short.
Yeah. A little bit short of the ton. But he also didn't get a head injury.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's better even.
It's not over there.
Well, he's all...
Proper 6 to the head.
Yeah, but he won't have the helmet. He doesn't have the helmet on anymore, so it's not going to save him, is it? It looks like Yash coming out.
ICC will bring in spectator helmet rules next.
Surely you got to give them to the umpires before the spectators. This is a thing. There was so much media attention when Phil Hughes died of his head injury in playing cricket. Like media all over the world in countries that knew nothing about cricket made a big deal out of it. At 4 or 5 days after he died, an Israeli umpire in a match died from a ball being hit straight at him. Hit him right in the head, and almost nobody knows about that, and almost nobody knew about it at the time.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen Cheyenne bowl before, and he's basically got a wicket and a wide, and that's another wide.
Yeah.
He's he had been doing so far this season a really good job for strikers with the bat lower down the order. Not so much today. Oh, as he beats the edge there. But he's picked up the wicket of Murali, so he's made a significant contribution for his side in that regard. Pulled away, shouldn't get outside the ring. Doesn't. And with another dot. Dot balls, the second favourite thing of bowlers.
Absolutely.
It's a wide. An appeal from the long on fielder. It's a wide down the leg side. Been a long day.
It has. Ooh.
Going for the run. The throw is just wide. If I had a hit, he would have been out.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, I'm going to Stockholm in 12 days with the men's national team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to another Nordic country tomorrow. Going to Norway.
Ooh.
Not for cricket.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. You have something else going on in your life but Estonian cricket.
Amazingly, I do.
That's fantastic. I'm jealous.
I'll be in Norway all next week.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. Spending most of it travelling to get to places.
Ah, yeah. So going all over the country?
Yeah, not really. I fly to Oslo tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Stay there overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And get a train to Bergen.
Mm-hmm.
Stay there overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Then that next day is the whole reason why I'm going. As that night I'm going to see Iron Maiden in concert.
Ooh.
And then the next day, train back to Oslo, stay there overnight, and the next day fly back.
Wouldn't it be easier to go straight to Bergen?
Couldn't.
Really?
No.
What?
There's no direct flight from Tallinn to Bergen.
Well, yeah, Tallinn, but from Stockholm. Stockholm, Bergen. There should be.
Yeah, I could have done
Yes,
that, but it
yes.
was irritating. The connections were irritating, and I was just like, bugger it. I've never been to Oslo, so it was like,
Yeah.
well, even just a few hours would be better than nothing.
True, true.
And I thought, well, getting a train across the country is a good way to see
Yeah,
lots of the
that's
country
True.
when I don't have that much time.
Ooh, that's a big catch.
Hamza is out, caught and bowled. Syed is the one picking up the wicket. It's another catch he's taken for his side, and things are really not looking good for United now.
No. What is your guess? What will the final score be for the United?
About 103.
I'm aiming a bit higher, maybe 110 for them.
Okay. All depends how many wides get bowled.
True.
There's a big appeal. He
Oh.
really wants this one. The
No.
umpire is unmoved.
Nope.
Saeed was bouncing up and down, pleading for the wicket.
Ooh.
And that one's going to be wide.
Ooh.
Oh, he's gone up this time and he's got his man.
Nägemist, as they say.
The stumps did light up, but the bails are not dislodged, so I do believe he is being given out LBW. Not sure what connected with the stumps, but that's another wicket falling. And that 103, I said, is now looking
More
very
realistic,
optimistic.
Yeah. Oh, we hear Romeo. I heard him before I saw him from this window.
It's always the way with Romeo.
Yeah.
So can Romeo hold out? Can he resist this cascade of wickets?
Let's hope so for United.
Can Syed pick up a third wicket in the over? Just guides this one to the gully. So 14 overs have been completed. 91 for 8 is the score. So we're going to see another new bowler for strikers from the Kiev end. And as Ragnar comes running on the field with the scorebook, trying to check something with the umpire, the app scorer hasn't completed the over. That's why the score on your screen has not been updated. She looks happy with whatever was discussed. She goes running off. You know what it might? There may have not been a problem at all. She was just like, "Hang on, that's right. If I pretend like there's something we're not sure about, I can have an excuse to run.
Yeah, and get
warmer."
Exactly.
And the zing stumps are flashing away again, but nothing has actually happened. And they've finally put in the 14th over and started the 15th. Shuvo the bowler. These left armers. Coming around the wicket. Strays down leg side. May have just clipped something as it went through. And yet, leg by signalled by umpire Tim Cross. So Romeo's back on strike. He's yet to get off the mark. They don't want Romeo to get a duck here. Ooh. He's got a long drive back to Tartu. He won't be wanting to think about a duck.
Yeah.
It's bad enough. It looks like he'll be thinking about 2 losses. Well, he still can't get off the mark. Tight bowling from Shuvo. Oh, Romeo's basically stopped that from being a wide, and I think it's going to be waiting for the umpire. No, he's got a run.
Woohoo.
Romeo's off the mark. No quacking his way back to Tartu. .93 for 8 after 15 overs. And I think we can safely say there's no chance of United scoring the 66 runs they require for victory now.
Yeah, it's quite unlikely.
Romeo tries to turn this one around the corner, doesn't really get hold of it, but he will get one. But no, now they're going to get two for the overthrows. Bit sloppy.
Go for a third? No.
Romeo races away to 3. He opens up. Oh, he's chipped this one over the top of the slip.
Go for 2.
Looking for 2. The throw's coming in. Romeo's going to have to get his skates on. Saved by a poor throw.
It's a good thing that he has long arms then.
Romeo's now on 5. Oh. Cuts this one away. Should just be 1.
Yeah. Romeo ready to go for a second one.
Romeo's always ready. He was born ready. He doesn't know what being not ready means. Yash goes to the same area, gets it a little cleaner. They might be able to think about 2. They do. Yeah. They'll get it easy. So, could we have a little bit of resistance here for the 9th wicket partnership? The Yash and Romeo show.
Yeah, 100 up for the United.
I don't believe in commentators' curse. They can't hear me. I did hold back when you were talking about, Murley might get 100 or whatever now that he's wearing a helmet. There was one point I almost said, or he'll top edge it into his helmet and get saved by it, and thought, I better not say that because if he goes and does it. Yes. So 4 overs remaining, 59 runs required for United. We've just got the 2 wickets in hand. Syed, Shuvo, who had a very good over last time.
Ooh.
That's very nicely played by Romeo.
Going for 2. He's on fire.
Romeo, the pocket rocket.
Nicely done. Quick single again. Ooh.
Yeah. She's been given out, a run out, and the wicketkeeper didn't even have the ball. It's not the best decision. Fortunately for Yash, his entertaining little partnership with Romeo comes to an end. And it brings Ash out to bat. So strikers just need the one more wicket to wrap things up.
Well, here you have your 103.
Mm-hmm. On one hand, because Romeo's on strike, I kind of want to revise that, but he's not moving the score along with that shot. Ravi just mentioned he saw 2 incidences where batters were saved by wearing a helmet. One of them was the incident I was talking about before, as Ravi and I were umpiring together.
Mm-hmm.
So 103 for 9, 17 overs completed, and it really is just a matter of when will strikers get the 10th wicket. It was very almost then. Ash doing his best to get my prediction of 103 to be correct.
Ooh.
In the air, this one will be safe.
And now he's doing it for my prediction, 110.
Mm-hmm. So let's hope for a 6 from Romeo, and then Ash can get out and you'll get your prediction.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead, they're going for a single. Ash is a bit slow, but the throw misses.
Can't throw it to the keeper. You know he's going to drop it.
Yeah, throw it to the keeper. He's able to get run-outs when he doesn't even have the ball. This time it's also going to fall safely. They should come back for 2, though.
Yeah.
Ash is nowhere near as quick between the wickets as Archit.
But he gets the job done. Ooh.
Gets it through the infield, but they're just going to get the 1. So they keep creeping closer and closer to your prediction.
Yes, I like it.
Yeah, it looks like Ash has done a glute. Clubbed by Romeo. It's heading towards the boundary, but the fielder's cutting it off. Ash is really struggling. I don't think Romeo will be able to run any 2s anymore now. Romeo moves to double figures. Ash is still clutching his butt. So the 19th over. Shuvo to continue. Cut away, Romeo can't pierce the infield. This is a much better shot.
That's a big one.
It's not only pierced the infield, it's also going all the way for 4.
Well done, Romeo.
Great shot from Romeo. The terrier from Tartu. Romeo has a list of nicknames that is longer than the Bible.
Small dance from him.
Twinkle Toes is one of his nicknames. He's taunting the bowler with his twinkle toes. This one, Ash says, "Nah, mate, I can't run. You're going to have to club 4s if you want to get a bigger score." I think I've gotten through about a dozen of Romeo's nicknames. He's bowled him. 113.
There we go.
On the board. Strikers take the point. That it could have been a very different story if a couple of United players didn't throw their wickets away at the top of the innings.
True. My prediction was correct then. 110-ish.
It was closer than mine. I'll give you that.
The price is right rules. Closer without going over.
Yeah. You got it. Well,
All right.
that is goodbye from Tiskre. We'll have more action back here next Saturday from the National Cricket and Rugby field with more Eesti Premium Liiga action. We hope you join us then.
Yeah. See you next time. Bye.